Hey everyone, welcome back to another unboxing video. Today I've got this game, My Father's Work, by T.C. Petty III, published by Renegade Games. This is a game that I just got today, backed it on Kickstarter last year. And I've seen it popping up all over the world now. It's everyone's saying how good the components look, and I've seen a few unboxings myself. I'm really excited to open this up and see how it is myself. In this game, it's a worker placement game. You're in a Victorian setting, but in a mad scientist theme, where you are trying to complete a master work of some kind. And the game actually takes place over the course of 3 different generations. So each generation is like a complete round or phase, and at the end of each generation you're able to pass on some of the work you've completed to the next generation, who then hopefully will further that work, and then by the end of the game hopefully you've completed it. There is an app with this game so that it can actually tell a story that's based on decisions that you make, because there's different scenarios in the box, and there'll be like this town nearby, and like in a lot of those old horror movies like Frankenstein, you have to be really careful about the way that you go about your work, because you can choose to be a little creepy or more creepy, digging up bodies to get parts, or you can be more helpful in the town, be more normal, and you'll have to fight against your own insanity and things like that. So don't really have a game like this. I have worker placement games, but the theme is really neat. And some people don't like apps for games. This game requires an app, and actually now that I have this, the app still isn't ready yet, so I may have to wait a little bit to play this, or there is a text-based demo that I could try. But you see we got this rule book. It's actually nice. It's like a linen finish. It's not that glossy paper that usually you have. Just rules. Be good to read through those. I'm really interested to see all the different kinds of projects that you can do. I've seen like love potions, lycanthropy, different things like that, and I'm curious to see like what kind of decisions you can make about what you do. So here, this will be part of the board. So like there's a scenario, the cost of disease, and so this will be the village, and it'll change depending on the generation, and you can actually build structures and things, and so it will change. So I like that, gives variety. These are different upgrades you can do to your estate, and they're just punch out. So you can build a kennel, you can build a distillery, you can build, let's see, a dungeon, a formaldehyde, all important things you need as a mad scientist. Okay, then we've got, these are the player boards, double layered, so you'll be able to slot in those upgrades, keep them all in there. It's really nice. And one cool thing is you'll see like there's a green one, there's different colors, and each one's a little bit different. Like you can see, this is more an alchemy lab, this is more like a morgue type place. We've got more like electrical stuff and more occult type stuff, so I like that. And then you have the board. The board goes together like a puzzle, so let's see if we can do a 4-piece puzzle on camera without embarrassing ourselves, he says as he struggles to do it. There we go. So like this. And one of the things was impressive to me when I saw this is like you put this board together and then they have this recess here so that the coil will sit and then it'll be flat. So you'll have your board out, you know, like this. And then that's the village. Oh, this part goes in here. So not a huge board too, which is nice. And then you have this, hopefully not a ton else on the table. So it won't take up too much room. I have a big table, so it's not a big deal for me, but you could see like there's a creepy track up here. So the creepier things you do, like if you go to the cemetery and dig up bodies, you have to increase this. And there'll be a token that's like if you pass a certain point, then you'll get the torches and pitchforks coming out. There's insanity, other stuff. So it's a nice looking board, very gloomy. Fits with the theme. Then we have got first tray here. Just got some minis, some reference cards, and there's a whole bunch of really neat wooden tokens with screen printed things on them. We've got gargoyles, suits of armor. What is this? A brain? Looks like a brain. First player. Different stuff that I'm dropping. In here we've got some brains. We've got books. Some chalices. Skulls on pedestals. Neat stuff like that. And then you've got, these are for the different players. And so what happens is you have a main character who goes on, you'll put this under them because you can pick like any of these people to be your main character. Then you'll have a spouse with you actually, who gets this, I think. And then you can have some servants. And so there are going to be worker placement spots on your estate where only your servants can go there, but they can't go out into the town. And then you have your spouse and your own character who can go out into the town and do different things. But yeah, we'll take a look at the minis. They've got a wash on them. And these are actually quite nice. Like, I didn't really get a good look at them during the campaign, I think. But yeah, there's a guy saying Eureka. Got 4 of those. We've got a gentleman with a shovel. Not really. Yeah, and he's got a bag. There wasn't an option to not get the wash, which is, it's fine. More aristocratic type person. We've got this very, just a simple, nice looking woman. We've got another lady who's a little more into her work. She's mixing some chemistry, something nefarious, I'm sure. And then your more Igor-like minion-looking person. So that is first tray. Next we've got the more components, and this is where it gets some of the really interesting stuff. Wow, so some things happen in transport, that's fine. I'm kind of surprised these aren't bagged up, to be honest, but hopefully it's all there. We've got coffins, metal coins, animals. You'll have to get like animal parts. So I don't think like it matters which one you take, but they've just for fun put in a bunch of different animals, and they are double-sided, which I appreciate. Frogs. I hope there's a newt in here somewhere, but a goat, a fox, a deer, wolves, coffins, horse, looks like a rat, and a shark. I mean, why not? Some kind of, oh, it looks like an owl. I'm not sure if there's any other animals. There's a bat. That's good. Hopefully there'll be a newt somewhere. If not, that's too bad. But, then you've got these little bottles here. And I'm actually, yep, awesome. So I'm planning to get some of that epoxy resin and fill these with that, and maybe some little skulls or hands or other things from bits of models that I have to make these a little more interesting. But I like that, like, I mean, you don't see this in a lot of board games. I think they're actually glass too, maybe plastic, but they feel like glass. I like that the corks weren't glued in. And then we've got metal coins. So, and the cool thing with this is that you didn't, it was just like if you pledged for the game, this is the version you got. So everyone gets this like really deluxe game with really good components. So some coins. There's a nice wash on them. They have a good weight to them. They feel good. And then we've got some ones. They're not like very fancy in design, but you know, they work really well. Easy to tell what they are. And they feel really good. And then you've got just like some cool metal cog pieces. So yeah, that's looking good. Then we've got a tray of cards, which looks like we'll be able to sleeve these. I'm going to open some and look at them. So these will be like, I don't know what they're all about. You know, cards for different things, the different projects you have, different bonuses. Crossbred livestock, human to animal skin grafting. So this is like gives you an idea of the kind of experiments that you're going to be doing. Mobility enhancement. I like that. Hopefully that means jetpack. Sand casting. The motorized velocipede. Yeah, ghost camera. Looks like we have a different, like, there's colors on the cards for like the different disciplines maybe that they come from. Oh, yeah, it looks fun. Well, yeah. Reverse fire extinguisher? Does that mean it like creates fire? I found this particularly useful when there is no fire nearby. So it's a flamethrower. Or you make a fire-breathing eagle, one or the other. Indetectable. Nice. I like that's good. Lobotomy hat. Okay, so this is fantastic. Okay, yep. Looking like a lot of really good tongue-in-cheek fun stuff. We'll just show you the tops of these ones. I'm not going to open them all. An electric organ, right? Get some good music. So some really fun looking cards. And then, so just in here, we've got some small cards. Looks like these are compulsions, I guess, like things you have to do. And then if you do, you get victory points. And then each of the 3 different scenarios. So cost of disease, fear of the unknown, time of war. We'll have a different setup. I won't go over all this, but then there's more stuff in them. There's more cards that'll be used just for that. And they're just cardboard tokens, which, you know, that's fine. They're boasting like the many millions or trillions of different kind of combinations of stories you can have because of this app integrated story that you're gonna be using. And then because you have 3 scenarios, the village will take on it'll be different each time that you play. So I don't know how many times I'll get this played. I definitely won't play it a trillion times, but yeah, I'm really excited about this. At first I didn't really know if I wanted it. I just saw the name. I was like, that looks fine or whatever. But I saw some gameplay and it looked really fun. So pretty amazed with the components and happy that I got the game, and hopefully you enjoyed watching me open it up. I'm not sure if this will be going to, I think this will be like you can buy it from the website or something, but it may not be in retail unless a store backed copies themselves in there. They put it on their shelves. But this was My Father's Work by T.C. Petty III, published by Renegade Games, and hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks, bye. Hey, so I'm just tacking on a little extra something at the end of this video. I realized after filming the unboxing and then putting all the components away in the box that I didn't really talk about the insert, which I feel like it needs some attention because, let me just see, look at this. You open this up. I'm not sure if this is exactly how everything's supposed to go, but you open it up, board, put the board together, hand out your player boards, set this up, open it up, you have everyone's player color ready to go, the most immediately needed tokens. Take this, open it up. Down here you've got the cards, and then the little, these are separated by generation, so these are the 1 and 2 generation things you can put on your estate. The 3s, these are something called vanities, and then some storage sheds. And yeah, you can just pull this out, put that somewhere. You got, these are your masterwork cards. These are some, looks like some really interesting qualities of your characters that are really funny. There's a lot of really funny cards in here I went through. You can see on top, like, your goal in life might be to build a giant spider chariot. But yeah, like, basically that. Maybe you have to shuffle some cards, but all of, a few minutes. Pick your scenario box out, get those tokens, and you're pretty much ready to play. So I think really well designed insert. Needs to have some exposure. Shout out to Game Trace who made this. Really nice. And then you're packing it away. Put everything back in. And there's a little slot for this. And then, I don't know, I just put these here. Seemed like a place they could go. It's got these things to keep it in place. And just a book. Some of that stuff. These I didn't find like a good place for, but I'm sure I could find one later. But yeah, there you go, and it's put away. So when an insert is designed to help set up and tear down be really quick, I always really appreciate that. So thought I'd showcase that a little bit. Really happy with that insert. I like the colors too. So yeah, just thought that'd be good to show you. Thanks again. Bye.